Diving, plain or fancy, is simply a means of entering the water. But it is also one of the most graceful and exhilarating of sports. For both sexes and all ages, it provides pleasure and exercise. A controlled flight through the air and smooth entry into the water is a joy to behold and a supreme satisfaction to achieve. As a competitive sport, diving has many young stars who, through talent and hard work, will become future Olympic gold medal winners. Steve McCoy is just 12, but he's already state champion of New Jersey. With instruction from Princeton University coach Bob Clotworthy, former Ohio State star, and himself an Olympic gold medalist, he and Kathy Flicker should go far. Kathy, only 14, was 7th in the Nationals, as well as being New Jersey state champion 5 times. Like any sport, demands discipline and practice, as well as talent and desire. Steve and Kathy work out on the trampoline. This makes a perfect practice tool for perfecting the execution of dives. Most important, it saves time. No minutes are lost climbing up to the board or getting out of the water. It trains the right muscles and gives the student the same sensation of diving. The 3 positions of diving can be performed from it: the layout, in which the body is kept straight; the pike, in which the body bends only at the waist; and the tuck, in which the body is curled into a ball, both knees and waist bending. Here's Kathy practicing the takeoff for a reverse dive, pike position. Now watch Kathy perform the forward double somersault in the tuck position, a stunt which will help her in doing a forward 2.5 from the springboard. We're not in the water yet, for still another practice tool is a board and sand pit. This perfects a diver's approaches and takeoffs, again without loss of time in the pool. Now, from New Jersey, we go coast to coast to the Biltmore Hotel in Santa Barbara, California. Right on the ocean is the Coral Casino Beach Club, where Coach Bob Clotworthy joins 4 of the world's greatest divers. There's Juno Irwin with her husband and 4 children. Former United States platform champion, Juno's competed in 4 Olympics. Talking shop with Clotworthy is a trio of gold medalists. Patsy Willard of Arizona State, national champion and Olympic diver. Gary Tobian, ex-Southern California ace, Olympic gold medal winner in 1960. And Ron O'Brien, formerly of Ohio State and national AAU indoor champion. But now, let's get to diving. Here's Pat with a plain back dive in layout position. Body straight with an arch in the back. Although diving is an exciting and eye-catching sport, not everyone knows its fundamentals. When you next enjoy a swimming meet, you will notice there are 5 required groups of dives off the springboard. A 6th is the arm stand, which is done only off the platform. Let's review these 5 groups of dives. Patsy performs one of the forward group, a front dive in the pike position. Juno also does the forward dive, but in the layout position. Next we go to the backward dives, in which the rotation of the body is away from the board. This one is in the layout position. Again, the back dive. This one in the pike position. Patsy does the graceful one-half twist layout. Another required dive is the reverse dive. The diver faces the water, but rotates backwards toward the board. Here's Tobian doing a reverse dive in the pike position, and doing it very well. Another group is the inward dives. Patsy performs one in the pike position. Now it's Ron's turn, an inward dive in the layout position. From the 5 required fundamental groups, everything else develops, including the wonderful optionals. Here's Juno doing a forward 1 1/2. Gary Tobian does an inward 1 1/2. Here's Ron with a backward 1 1/2. Patsy does a forward 2 1/2. Dives are judged by their approach, takeoff, execution, and entry into the water. A perfect dive scores 10 points. Now Gary with a forward 2 1/2, but in the pike position. It was once believed that divers could not control a double somersault, but today they confidently somersault 3 1/2 times, and often combine 1 1/2 somersaults with 2 1/2 twists. Gary Tobian off the 10-meter platform. Here's Ron O'Brien with a forward 3 1/2 tuck. Once again, we watch Gary twisting beautifully 2 times and combining it with a forward 1 1/2 somersault pike. Next, Juno Irwin with a flying 1 1/2. Here's O'Brien with a reverse 1 1/2. The arm stand with a cut-through by Gary Tobian. Required or optional, well-performed dives are a thrilling sight. Let's sit back and watch poetry in bodily motion, pure grace in fluid rhythm. A dazzling finale by our gold medal divers.